Hi, this is Dr. Megan Cannon, and I am a sports psychologist with Mind of the Athlete, and this is Mental Training Monday. I am today at Philadelphia Airport because I'm on my way down to Fort Lauderdale to be talking with Davie United Soccer Club, so I'm really excited about that opportunity. But before heading down, I just wanted to do some Mental Training Monday on 5 tips to train better in 2016. So 5 simple tips that if you can utilize them, or all 5 of them, even just one of them, hopefully it'll help you train better and have a better performance this next year or whenever your season starts. So the first tip is to be consistent. And really what that is especially with your sleep and with your diet. Stanford University has done a lot of research on sleep, and what they have found is that it's not only the amount of sleep that you clock in, which is ideally that 9 to 10 hours, but more importantly, the consistency. They recorded in a number of different sports drops in time, increases in accuracy and performance with 5 to 8 weeks of consistent sleep. So if you can get a consistent amount of hours for the weeks within your season, it's definitely a challenge, especially on the weekends when you kind of want to go out and be more social, and during the week when you have school if you're a student athlete. However, if you can really try to be consistent with your sleep, consistent with your diet, those are the things that when it comes down to performing are really going to help push you to that next level. The second thing is you want to create habits. And by this I mean you want to make aspects of your training that are really important and just make them as habits into your daily or weekly routine. So for instance, if you don't have a lot of time during the week to make your meals, try to make a habit of meal prepping on Sunday, so that you have it throughout the week and it's just something that you do on Sunday afternoons. It becomes a part of your routine. Same with a bedtime, or even what you're eating if you are trying to eat a certain way within season. If you can make these things habits and integrate them just into your routine as something that you do, you'll be able to complete them easier. The third tip for training better in the new year is take some time and identify your why. Why are you participating in this sport? Why are you going through all these grueling trainings? What is it that you're getting out of it? Maybe it's the high that you get when you are having a really good performance, or if you're a swimmer, maybe you kind of get in the zone when you're competing and it's just this really positive feeling or zen for you. What is it that's your why? That internal motivation, that why am I doing this? That's going to be the thing that if you can focus on through the tough sets, if you can bring that during game day and identify why you're doing it, that's just another thing that's going to get to push you even further with your training, and you're going to get even more results. The fourth tip for training better this year is setting specific goals. Not only season-long goals, but maybe even weekly goals for your training, or practice-specific goals. Like today in practice, this is what I want to focus on. If you can measure things throughout your season or measure things throughout your week or your training, that you can see that you're accomplishing them, you're pushing yourself to gain a little bit more skill each and every time that you're practicing, or each and every week. Setting these specific short-term goals are going to allow you to see what you've accomplished and then even give you more motivation to keep going, to continue accomplishing things. And the fifth tip for training better this year is to visualize. Visualize before you compete, visualize at practice, take that time to just visualize yourself in whatever venue you're going to be competing in, whatever sport you're doing. Visualize yourself succeeding. This actually tricks our brain into thinking that we are actually doing what we're visualizing ourselves doing. So if your brain is challenging itself to prep your body and get ready for these things that you're visualizing, come game day, come competition day, your body's kind of already been there. So you're going to be able to thrive and compete better. Also, when you visualize yourself succeeding, and again, kind of tricking your brain a little that you're actually accomplishing these things, you then, come game day, are going to feel internally a lot more confident because it's not the first time you've been there. If you can mentally create these situations in your head of yourself succeeding, it's going to push your performance to the next level. So those 5 tips: be consistent, create habits, identify your why, create specific goals for yourself, and visualize. So I hope these tips are really helpful to help you train even better in 2016. Next week, I'm so excited. I'm going to have a good friend and a colleague of mine, Matthew Perry, on. He is a soccer coach and actually program director of Davie United Soccer Club down in Fort Lauderdale. He was a soccer player at Nova Southeastern University and is currently in their Hall of Fame. After graduating from Nova, he was assistant coach of the boys soccer team for 7 years before moving over to being program director at the soccer club. So I'm really excited to have him on. And we're going to be talking about sports psychology from a coach perspective, perspective and the benefits that he's seen with his athletes in utilizing sports psychology, along with how it is for him as a coach to implement these types of skills. So thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all a happy new year, and I hope that you found something helpful here today to help you have a clearer mind for a better performance. Thank you.